Writing a biographical sketch. A biographical sketch is an account of the life and activities of an individual. It includes information about the person's name, place of residence, education, occupation, life and activities, and other important details. It is written by another person. If a person writes an account of his or her own life, it is called an autobiography. Now, given below in the table is the biographical information about Stephen Hawking. Now, based on this information, write a biographical sketch. Stephen Hawking. Points to be covered. Date and place of birth. January 8, 1942, Oxford, England. Information about the family. Eldest, one of 4 sons. Mother, Isabel Hawking. Father, Frank Hawking, a medical researcher with a specialty in tropical diseases. Important events in life. Early academic life recognized as a bright student. High school years, third from the bottom of his class. Pursuits outside of school. Loved board games. Constructed a computer out of recycled parts at the age of 16. Solved rudimentary mathematical equations. Marriage. Married Jane Wilde. Health. Suffered amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Research on black holes. Invention Hawking radiation. Awards, prizes and honors. Fellow of the Royal Society at the age of 32. Albert Einstein Award. The Pure 11 Gold Medal for Science from Pope Paul VI in 1975. Contribution to his field and society. Contributed to the advancement of science and research. Lesson B. Every success story is also a story of great failures. Glossary. Overcome. To defeat or succeed in controlling or dealing with something. Detour. A road or route that is used when the usual one is closed. Triodes tube. A triode is an electrical amplification tube having 3 active electrodes. It was invented in 1906. The triode vacuum tube was the first electronic amplification device. This invention founded the electronic age, making possible amplified radio technology and long distance telephony. Lede Forest. An American inventor with over 180 patents to his credit. He invented the Auden, a vacuum tube that takes relatively weak electrical signals and amplifies them. He is one of the fathers of the electronic age, as the Auden helped to usher in the widespread use of electronics. He is also credited with one of the principal inventions that brought sound to motion pictures. Fraudulent. Intended to cheat someone, usually in order to make money illegally. Colonel Sanders. Colonel Harland David Sanders was an American businessman and restaurateur who founded the Kentucky Fried Chicken (KFC) chain restaurants. Beat up. Old and damaged. Walt Disney. An American animator, film producer, director, screenwriter, voice actor, entrepreneur, entertainer, international icon and philanthropist. Well known for his influence in the field of entertainment during the 20th century. He created some of the world's most well-known fictional characters, including Mickey Mouse. Infest. To exist in large numbers in a particular place, often causing damage or disease. Henry Ford, an American industrialist, the founder of the Ford Motor Company and sponsor of the development of the assembly line technique of mass production. He did not invent the automobile, but he developed and manufactured the first automobile that many middle-class Americans could afford to buy. Lee Iacocca, an American businessman known for engineering the Ford Mustang and Ford Pinto cars. He was a former chairman of the Chrysler Corporation. He was one of the most famous business people in the world. He is the author of several books including Iacocca. Ludwig van Beethoven, a German composer and pianist. He was a crucial figure in the transition between the classical and romantic eras in Western art music. He remains one of the most famous and influential of all composers. His best known compositions include 9 symphonies, 5 concertos, 2 piano sonatas, and 16 string quartets. He also composed other chamber music, choral works, including the celebrated Missa Solemnis and songs. Napoleon Hill, an American author in the area of the New Thought movement, who was one of the earliest producers of the modern genre of personal success literature. He is widely considered to be one of the great writers on success. Conceive, to form an idea, a plan, etc., in your mind to imagine something. Socrates, 469 BC to 399 BC, a classical Greek Athenian philosopher credited as one of the founders of Western philosophy. He is an enigmatic figure known chiefly through the accounts of later classical writers, especially the writings of his students Plato and Xenophon and the plays of his contemporary Aristophanes. Many would claim that Plato's dialogues are the most comprehensive accounts of Socrates to survive from antiquity. Socrates has become renowned for his contribution to the field of ethics. Duct, to push somebody underwater and hold them there for a short time. Cinch, a thing that is certain to happen. Outclassed, to be much better than someone you are competing against. Now complete the following table about the failures and success of great personalities mentioned in the lesson you have just read. The first, now serial number, person, failures, rejections he faced, and final success. Abraham Lincoln, failed in business, defeated in legislative elections, had nervous breakdown, lost congressional race and senatorial race. Elected President of United States of America. Lee De Forest, charged by district attorney, publicly humiliated, invented the triodes tubes. Wright brothers, New York Times editorial questioned their wisdom, invented the first aeroplane. Colonel Sanders knocked many doors before he got the first order, KFC. Walt Disney faced many rejections from newspaper editors, Mickey Mouse. Thomas Edison, his teacher said he is too stupid to learn, grew up to be a great scientist. Henry Ford forgot to put up the reverse gear in the first car, established Cars Company. Lee Iacocca, fired by Henry Ford too, engineered the Ford Mustang and Ford Pinto cars. Ludwig van Beethoven was told he had no talent for music, gave some of the best music to the world.